Welcome back to our vlog. We are so happy to be here. For those new here, I'm Ariel and I run this channel with my husband Dayton and our toddler Ian. This video is actually a life update video and also a vlog update video, so stick around to get some big update news and also just to hear what we've been up to since our last series, which was Disney.
Stowe Botanical Gardens in Belmont, North Carolina, which is like an hour from us.
It feels so good to be outside. It's starting to feel like spring here. It's March in North Carolina. The flowers are blooming and it just feels really nice. We hope you really enjoyed our Disney series. It's been a minute since we've filmed. We haven't filmed since Disney, and in a minute I'm gonna give you a full recap of our time since Disney because it's been a hard season and a lot of things have actually changed. Today is actually our first time in a month and a half of actually getting outside and doing an adventure, which is weird for us. So it feels really nice to be here right now. This is the Orchid Conservatory. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be so beautiful. Look at that. Now that we are out of the Orchid Conservatory, I'm going to skip over and show you guys the timeline of what our lives have looked like post-Disney and kind of what's on the table. And then we'll come back here and you can join us for our picnic. Welcome to our time. Ian, come back in! Where are you going? Come back! Okay. We're going to go through this timeline of terribleness, and I'm going to try to make it as fast as possible because nobody wants to sit here through this, but it's good to know. First off, it all started with the beautiful Disney trip that we all had so much fun on. Definitely check out those videos because they took a ton of work. Next, after Disney, nobody's surprised, but Ian gets a cold. There's a lot of germs at Disney, and he definitely had a buffet to choose from. After his cold, though, he gets his first ever ear infection, which kind of was a panic. I didn't know really how to handle that as it was his first, so I gave him some medication, and then he had a massive allergic reaction to the medication. Like, we ended up in the ER. Then, while in the ER, he comes home with a flu bug. Thank you, ER. And then I come down with the flu bug. And then, while everybody has flu bugs, Dayton has an emergency situation at work. I'm not going to go into that, but basically there was multiple days in a row that he had to work around the clock. And then for a solid week and a half, he was working night shift just because somebody had to be working at all times. So this really, really threw off our family's routine. And then with sickness involved, it just made life really tough. After that started settling down, Ian gets the norovirus. And now I really need to speed things up because this could really drag on. After Ian gets it, I get the norovirus, and you guessed it, then Dayton gets the norovirus, and then I get a head cold, then Ian gets a head cold, then Dayton gets a head cold. Then Ariel's computer dies, and I can't edit for a very short amount of time, but it stressed me out because we had to get a new computer, which is kind of sad, but also epic. And then Ian gets another cold, which we think was RSV just because he was exposed. And then Ariel gets a cold, and here we are in a beautiful garden, checking out some beautiful flowers. Hopefully this is the end of this kind of timeline of terribleness for a long time. Okay, seriously, Ian, you seriously need to come back here. Come back now. Please. Please come back.
Do you see the fishies?
Yeah. 1, 2. Can we do some more?
One thing that I didn't include in our timeline post-Disney, because it sadly wasn't part of it, was that we had to cancel a road trip we had booked for a weekend getaway. I won't tell you where it was planned for, as later this year we may try to do it again, but you know we're really struggling when we think it's a good idea to cancel travel plans. So the moment that we had to cancel a trip that we had planned specifically for, meeting our challenge, I think it hit us both that this challenge was going to be more challenging than we originally planned, just because Dayton's work now is different and it's shifted a little bit, and not in a bad way. And also Ian's health has shifted a little bit, and just the needs he has at this age needs to be a whole lot more healthy and a whole lot more grounded. So with all those details in mind, we started questioning, can we actually do our yearly challenge? When we actually honestly asked ourselves, can we actually do this challenge? We started to realize a few things. One, if there's any regret that I have from my life that I've lived so far, is that I haven't done more with video and editing, as I have loved video and editing and storytelling since I was a very young child. I want to do more with YouTube. I want to do more and experiment more and challenge myself more with my filming, editing, storytelling, all of that. It's really important to me, and I think it's really good for Ian and any future kids we have to see parents that actually have passions and actually have things that they're interested in and are growing and learning, expanding their brain. Just because I'm an adult doesn't mean that I have it all figured out. It means I'm still learning, just in a different way. That's something that's really important to us, so we're definitely not stopping YouTube. The other thing we realized is how much we love our vlog, and the challenge was meant to be a challenge on purpose in order to force us out of our comfort zone and actually try to do things that we know we will never regret. That when we're older and when our kids are grown up, married, and in their own family units, we can look back and say, we didn't waste the years. Like, we did the things that we wanted to do, and we passed along to our kids a sense of adventure, being outside and appreciating God's creation. So that might be a long way of saying it, but basically is we are going to try to still make our challenge. We're just going to do it a little bit different than we had originally planned. We're not going to be doing it monthly, but we still want to get in 12 unique states that we visit and enjoy, learn more about in this year. And with Dayton's work, I think we're going to try to do more. He dedicates full time to work, and then we take breaks and he takes time off from work for our trips versus working while we travel, just because there's a whole lot more involved in what he's doing for work, and it's vital and it's important and it's good, but forcing that to mold right now to our travel schedule just seems really difficult. But there's some exceptions to this, and this is the exciting part. One of the coolest things about Dayton's job is the fact that he gets to work with people who are not in the US. He has a lot of contacts, and a lot of his team is in Ireland, as you saw from our Ireland trip that we filmed a few months ago now. And then also in other parts of the world as well. So for his work right now, they're actually planning another massive trip for most of the workers to get together in Ireland, which means the three of us are going back to Ireland this year, which is something we did not expect or see coming. So basically, not only are we going to be working on our challenge, but we're going to be doing extra stuff too. So we're having grace on ourselves on our challenge, as long as we're doing monthly adventures that are massive and traveling and all the things we want to pass on to our kids. It's a good thing. I think the biggest thing you're gonna see on this channel in the near future is the fact that we are realizing that though we are going to have a lot of adventures and we're gonna keep traveling and we're gonna keep vlogging it, all of those things, I am done forcing it. I'm done forcing it to fit an algorithm where it just comes out once a week. I think at this point my goal for this channel is that I vlog our adventures when we do our adventures, and I have them come out quicker instead of once a week. So maybe twice a week when we have those videos. And then when we aren't traveling and we're home, then we take a little break. One reason is I think it's going to be a lot healthier for Ian and us, just trying to focus on things like health and exercise and other things like that, instead of always obsessing on getting a weekly vlog in even when we're not traveling. Secondly is I would really like to do some experimenting with journalism, and I am debating starting a second channel where I start telling journalism stories, because there's tons of things that I'm learning that have nothing to do with this vlog, but that I would love to tell a story about and practice my video editing and all that. So stay tuned, I'll let you know when that actually happens. It's in the works, and I am trying to get to a point where I can actually learn and grow in that area beyond just a vlog, which is not just a vlog. The vlog takes a lot of work and we love it. The memories are so good. Just looking back, I can't speak highly enough of the vlog, but I also want to challenge myself professionally, stretch my abilities, learn new things, stuff like that. So that's the other part of this too.
Go for it, Ian! Go for it! Go get Daddy!
You got wet! Oh my word. We're not going to be able to stop him now. And now that Dayton and Ian are soaked. That was really fun though. But we are gonna go ahead, change their clothes, well, Ian's clothes, and then we'll do our picnic after that.
Ian, are you ready for your picnic?
Oh! Let's see what Mommy brought you.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's the prayer? Hold Mommy's hand.
Busy.
Mommy's hand.
Thank you, Jesus. The sun coming out today is just pretty heal quickly. Amen.
Juice everywhere. It's okay. It's tricky learning how to use those things.
That was really yummy. Are you ready to go home?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. What was your favorite part, first of all?
Probably the most fun part was running through the arches with Ian, because he had so much fun, but my favorite was the orchids. It was warm and it was like, whoa. Like
Yeah.
This place. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
The Orchid Conservatory, which by the way is where we ate lunch. So we ate at this table, which is like right outside the conservatory. It's our favorite place.
I think the first time we came here it was closed, so I think it's our first time in there.
One of the best things about living in North Carolina is having places like this at our fingertips. There's just so many things to do, so many opportunities. So we're closing out, we're almost to our car, and then we're gonna go home. Ian's gonna take a nap and we'll have a relaxing afternoon. But just for the closing, make sure to comment below what you're interested in seeing. Obviously with the switch in the vlog amount of times and stuff like that, and trying to do journalism a little bit more, practice my video editing, it would be great to get more feedback on what people like seeing and what makes you want to come back. So definitely comment that below if you have any thoughts. But we're to our car now, so we will see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye! Bye!
Bye!